the recording. Admit Stephen. Okay. Awesome.
Hello.
Awesome. Hi.
Hi,
I'm
Stephen.
really sorry.
Welcome. No worries. We just started recording. So we'll do introductions in a minute, but I just wanted to quickly, before we get started, as you guys all know, with anything where we're trying to reach a goal or trying to do something different, just like this 11-day reset is, it's all about what's happening up here, right? It's all mindset. It's, you know, what's going on. And I'm not going to get into a lot of detail. I'm going to hand it over to Donna. She's an amazing friend, mindset coach and all. And she's just going to be here along the journey with us to just help us in whatever way we need in that area, tips and some things and all. So she's going to talk for a few minutes because she's got to hop off and jump on a boat. Lucky her. And then we will continue on from here. So I will go ahead and mute everybody, but Donna, go ahead and unmute yourself, and there you go.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much for having me. I am excited to be here, and I am a mindset coach, a mindset strategist. And so what I would like to offer each of you as you begin these next 11 days are tools for you to use in the tough moments, in the times that you feel like you might be going off track. And so first thing, and Tasha mentioned goals, so it's really important to know what your goal is and what you want to accomplish. The second thing you need to be mindful of is what your self-talk is. What are you saying to yourself? You have to encourage yourself, use positive words, celebrate each small win. And wins can look very different for each person. So recognize the wins when you have them and give yourself a pat on the back. Do, you know, a high five, text somebody in the group and say, oh my gosh, I had a great day today. A huge piece of this is in success, and no matter what you're endeavoring, is to love yourself enough to do what you need to do to get to your happy place, to be your best self. Believe that you are worthy of it. So many people do not believe they are worthy of feeling good, looking good, being positive. So know your worth, know you're worthy. Loving yourself, I just said that. Look in the mirror every night before you go to bed and say, I love you, and mean it, and mean it, okay? Visualize your results. What are you hoping to get out of these next 11 days? Is it better mobility? Is it losing weight? Is it feeling better, a clear mind? There are so many different results that you can get when you change the way you eat. And on a program like this, you can have, you know, so many benefits from it. So recognize what those can be and visualize what it will feel like for you when you reach those markers. Gratitude. Gratitude is so important every day of your life, especially during this. Gratitude for the people who are supporting you, for Tasha and Rick for leading this for you, for having there's an airplane going over, for having the courage to make a change and to take care of your best self. And know what you need to do when you need support. Reach out to Tasha and Rick. Have an accountability partner. That's so important, so that you are in connection with someone every single day and you can support each other, and know what to do when you need support. And if you are tempted to do something that's off the program, move your body. Move your body, whether it's a 1-minute plank, whether it's walking around the block, whether it's 3 jumping jacks, whatever it is, have something in mind so that when you are tempted to stray from the program, you can say, nope, not going to do it. I choose me, and I'm going to do this instead. So you've got this. I'll be here on the journey with you. So if there are any obstacles that you face that I can be of help, please reach out to me, and I'm happy to support you on this journey. And I'm super grateful for you, Rick and Tosh, for allowing me to be here. And I'm excited to see everyone's results.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Donna.
Thank you so much, Donna.
Oh my gosh, my pleasure. Thank you for asking me to be a part of this. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we'll add you to the WhatsApp group
Thank
so
you.
everybody's got access and everybody can chat, and we'll share more.
Excellent.
So have a super time on the boat.
Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye. I just have to
Okay.
figure out how to leave. Okay, got it.
That's so great.
Okay. So here we are. Should we go around and
Sure.
do you guys, we'll do a quick, just go around the room and introduce yourselves real quick so everybody can meet everybody. Maybe say something you want to achieve or just whatever comes to mind. Who, Jamie, do you want to go first? You have to get, unmute yourself. Yeah. We can hear you.
You and
Mm,
He's still muted.
he's coming. There he is.
Always helping him out. There you
I'm married, so I'm muted. Okay. What do I want to say? Man, I'll tell you, this, I've been smoking too much, drinking too much, and it's time, and I put on 15 pounds, and it's time to wake up and it's time to wake up.
There you go.
That's it.
Awesome.
I've had enough of this shit.
Ah,
Love it. Love
love
it.
it, love it, love it.
SJ, let's hear from you. Hilda.
I've fallen off the wagon too. I haven't gained 15 pounds, but close enough to make me feel like, where are my big clothes? And whose body is that down there? So, yeah, I need to lose about maybe 5 pounds if I'm do that in that short of a time, but 2 or 3.
Yeah, actually, we've been having results anywhere from 3 pounds to the highest was 18 pounds in the 11-day. Of course, that was done by a man, not a woman. But still, it was great. So both your goals are, you know, completely achievable. And obviously, just how we feel is always so great when we come out of this too.
And I think my biggest challenge is discipline, because I've got 2 young kids who eat differently than us because they're growing and burning off energy much faster than I do.
Yeah.
So temptation is going to be rearing its ugly head a few times. My daughter will need to take a crash course in how to cook for the kids.
Yeah, picking up, you know, while you're fixing stuff for them. I know. I remember those days. Yeah, we're empty nesting at the moment, so woohoo! Awesome. Karen, let's hear from you.
Hey, it's so good to be here again. And my goal is the same goal as it was the first time around, which was just to feel better. I felt so great. This is my 3rd time doing the reset, and I felt so great during those 11 days. And I, like SJ, I need discipline. Between these resets, it's so easy to fall back into old cooking habits, which it's more of an overeating thing. It's not the quality of the food. It's I don't need to eat as large of a portion. So I'm working on that. And yeah, so that's it. Weight off is like a dream, but I don't even want to think about it. I just want to feel better. Like, I just want it to be about feeling great again. I'm actually looking forward to those cleanse days. I feel so light and happy and grumpy sometimes, but they're great. It's a great experience. So shooting for consistency on and off the reset.
Awesome.
Yay. Allison?
Yeah, hi. So it's my 3rd time as well, just like Karen. and I've managed to keep the weight off. I weigh about the same, so I haven't gained weight, but I definitely want to feel better. Feeling, you know, kind of like a little sluggish, a little bit. So I definitely want to get that feeling back because it does feel good, especially as Karen mentioned during the cleanse days. They do feel good. And I like to eat. And what can I say? I like to eat. I like to drink my wine. But no, so I'm excited to do this for a third time and so grateful to Rick and Tasha for leading this and starting it up again. It's going to be really cool. I think a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks, Allison. Stephen, let's hear from you.
So this is my first time. I'm new to the group, but looking forward to learning from some of the more veteran people in the group as well. I think my goals are just to, thank you for the clap, Allison. I think some of my goals are really more just to, I have 2 young kids, SJ as well, so I totally understand the whole like eating differently, and that just, I can totally relate to that. The having discipline and just getting on a better sleep schedule with kids is hard. They just tend to put you want to stay up later because you're like, I have less time with them. So I'm just hoping to get a better sleep schedule so I can get more done during the day. So yeah, I'm feeling better, just feeling energetic.
Yay, awesome. Genevieve, can you talk while you're driving? Of course you can. You're a school bus driver.
Yes, I can talk. I just may not be looking in the
Okay.
camera, but yeah, I can relate to Jamie with the eating and the drinking and the smoking and all that. It's been really, woo! And then I'm tired of it. So I'm looking forward to, you know, the cleanse days. I feel great, light, you know, more focused on everything, and just eating better. You know, like my schedule has been really off too since this quarantine. It's crazy. But I'm at Costco right now getting grapes and fruit and stuff. And I'm looking forward to it, you know. That's all.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yep.
You good?
Yep.
Okay, great. All right, I'm going to mute you. Yeah, so that's awesome, you guys. I can relate. I have some indulgent habits as well that need to be curbed. So as a coach, I'm going to kind of stay quiet about them, but as a co-coach, but you know, pretty similar, if not right on point. So one thing which I'm so excited about from the last one I did, I lost 9 pounds on the last one I did. So I was really excited about that. And then, you know, I'm not as disciplined as this one. So honestly, if I don't make a shake, if he doesn't make me a shake, I'll probably not get to the shake. So it's like, you know, I have to depend on him. So I get my shake in the day and all, but we eat pretty healthy, but you know, drink and, you know, when we want to have chips, we have chips and all. But I have to say, I haven't gained any weight back. I'm just maintaining, and I love that. And I think a lot of that is just, I'm staying on at least that 1 shake a day. I've got my vitamins, I got my ionics, you know, and it's just what the body just decides to do. So I'm really grateful for that. And then, so I'm going to turn it over to Rick because he will take over as our taskmaster. All you guys, welcome to my world. And so yeah, so let's get ready for this. I'm recording it so people can watch it who've missed it. And so yeah, we're super excited. We're really excited.
Absolutely. These are always exciting to do. And as you can see, people have done them, you know, multiple times because this is a lifestyle approach to good health. And I think what Donna said in the beginning was so on point. You know, she laid out some things to really, really, you know, hone in on this. And, you know, all of you all expressed kind of what you want to achieve out of this, but make it tangible by, you know, writing it down or remembering or having that accountability partner so that when times do get a little tough, or you do think I can't do this, or, you know, the kids or something distracts you, that you can stay focused and stay honed in on the goals that you set for yourselves. So this is meant to be, it's definitely, I mean, people who have experienced this before, as myself, Tasha and I have been using Isagenix for, I think, 7 years now. So, and I'm committed, and I tell people, even if I didn't do this as we do it as a business as well, I would seek these products out because of the value they've given to our family's health. And that's what it's all about. And my bottom line is living healthier longer, having being very active. It's important to me to stay active. So it's important to me to change some habits. As everybody said here, I've had to do that too. I'm a gummy bear. I love me some gummies, man. I go crazy on gummies, and as Tasha said, chips. And so I do have my tendencies towards where I cheat sweet things. I love the sweets. But this helps in so many ways to help your body. And the purpose of it is, and it's not just, the beauty of Isagenix, just to kind of break it down, is that it really gives you an opportunity to be in a healthy state. Hi.
Hi.
And that's the whole goal. And I think, growing up as a kid, I had those basic principles from my grandparents, and many of us probably had really good principles and still do today, but the food is disappointing us. Our environment is disappointing us. Our water and air is disappointing us. So the essence of what Isagenix offers is a nutritional way to really kind of help fortify the body. There's nothing out here. We're not treating, curing, or diagnosing anything. This is not a drug. But it is something that I know over the time that we've used it, and the hundreds of thousands of people who have benefited from this is tremendous. So the 11-day specifically, what's unique about that is it's the very first program that Isagenix offered. It's tried and true. We're 18-year-old company. This is the very program. It's called the 9-day system. If you saw it on the internet on the Isagenix website. But it's really an 11-day because they factor in 2 days of preparation for the actual fasting period. So what we're going to do during the 9-day/11-day is Tasha's put some items in the WhatsApp group, which you should definitely follow that group and track that and look at some of those ideas.
Yay!
For those, they're great ideas.
Jamie's got to print it out.
That's awesome. Great ideas. Always refer to those. We'll be loading more things in there as well as we go through. Some of it may be redundant to those of you who've done it before, but it's really, you're going to be replacing 2 meals a day for the first 2 days, preferably breakfast and dinner, with the meal replacement shakes you have on the 9-day. Your main meal, food meal, will be preferably at lunch, and you can have 2 associate snacks, one in the mid-morning and one in the mid-afternoon. And the whole goal behind any kind of program to lose weight or to reduce body fat is to lower calories. The challenge with dieting is not only are you lowering calories, but you're also lowering the nutritional content oftentimes. So your body's actually starving more than it is, even though you're losing weight. It's actually starving for nutrition. So most people find, not everybody, but most people find if they take this seriously, that those 2 meal replacement shakes work. I mean, they really do work to support full meal replacements and should give you 2.5, 3 hours of satisfied satiation in your body. Some say even more, some say 2 or less. Now, if you're extraordinarily active, and I'll talk about the active versus, more just kind of sedentary in a bit. But that's the whole goal of shake days, is replacing those 2 meals. You're reducing your caloric intake to around, Isagenix, if you look at their numbers, it's about 1,200 calories. I stretch that to 1,500. If you're more active, maybe that's 17, 18. If you're a youngster or a younger person, you might up that caloric intake just a little bit to 1,700, 1,800, especially if you're active. Water intake is very important during this program. It's very important in general. You should be drinking half your body weight in ounces of water each and every day, but especially on the cleanse days. So for 7 days, we'll be doing those meal replacements. And on 4 days, 2 consecutive days, and then 2 consecutive days, 7 days later to end the actual 11-day, those are what we call nutritional intermittent fasting days or cleansing days. They're not diuretic, so it's not meant for you to be used, going number 2 in the bathroom. You'll be taking in a lot of liquid, so you will be urinating a lot. And what's happening during that process are a number of things that are fascinating. One is you're helping your body do the natural detoxifying that it does for itself normally. But you're also helping that body rid the toxins from vital areas in your body, the visceral fat that's close to your organs, your vital organs. So you're really helping the body get rid of and reduce toxin and toxicity in the body. So many people will talk about just feeling lighter, feeling clear-headed, feeling it's almost like a mini euphoria, especially on the second day. So what I'm going to do is encourage you to try to do the 48-hour fast if you can possibly, because it's a 2-day fast. The first day, you're really burning a lot of sugar in the body. So the first day is kind of prepping your body for the second day. What you do on that cleanse day is you're going to be ingesting 4 to 8 ounces of liquid of the cleanse drink. If you have powder, you can add more water to it. If you have the liquid, you can add more water to it as well. So 4 ounces, and I make it up to 6 to 8 ounces myself personally when I do these. And you're going to space those out between 3 and 4 hour intervals during the day. And in the space between taking the Cleanse for Life, you'll be using the snack wafers that came with you. You can use sour apples, Granny Smith sour apples if you need to use those. If you got the chocolates, you can use those. My recommendation, and a coach, again, when I go back to being a coach, I want everybody to achieve the goals that they set for themselves. So my goal is to help you strive to get there. So when Tasha says I'm a little strict, I can be a little strict, especially the first time around. But for those of you who've done this before, you probably modified it somewhat to your own self, which is perfectly normal. And it's perfectly normal to modify this to yourself. But I love people to go through it as purely as possible the first time around, just to see what happens. The second day of the nutritional cleanse, you should feel, it should be a little, let me go back. The first day is a little hungry. You're definitely, you can be a little irritable. You'll feel it a little bit. The second day, generally, you don't feel as hungry, generally. Your body's actually burning up to 80% fat. So it's a really, really good day to take seriously, the second day. And if you're active, on both cleanse days, you can be active. So if you go for walks, if you ride your bike, if you get on the treadmill, if you lift weights, you can do your same routine. On the first day, on the second day, I'd ratchet that down to 75 to 50 to 75% on the second day if you haven't done this before. But the good thing is once you've done this, and if this agrees with you, on actual the second day of the cleanse, you can actually go really, really hard if you know what you're doing as an athlete, and it helps to burn even more fat. So by day 5, so we had 2 prep days of 2 meal replacement shakes, what we call shake days. We had 2 cleanse days. By day 5, people typically, and I say hang in there to day 5. See if you can get through day 5, because typically on day 5, you're starting to feel, you may have lost a few pounds. You may have, slept a little better. But by day 5, things are, look for the biomarkers. Am I feeling more energetic? Am I feeling clear-headed? Do I, those times at 3 o'clock, do I kind of like not feel tired as much? Cravings are changing.
We had a few people say that when they were working out, they were having to use like Advil or pain relievers and things like that, and then didn't need them, by then. So those kind of things.
So, and you'll always hear us say, listen to your body. So always listen to your body as you go through this process. We won't tell you to do anything we wouldn't do or anything the company wouldn't suggest doing. Listen to your body, but this does work. So that's really it. In a nutshell, the 4 days represent the whole entire 11 days, because after day 4, we'll go back to 5 more shake days, and then we'll end with 2 more cleanse days or fasting days. What we'll do in the group is we'll be publishing things, we'll be encouraging, we'll answer any questions you have in the group, the WhatsApp group. So make sure you guys, stay, there. And if you have questions, or even if you have individual questions you want to say to us, let us know. But listen to your bodies. It's really, really doable. We have people who are successful who have done this multiple times, as you heard on this call. I've done it many, too many multiple times to say. But many people who have been on this call too were reluctant, even Tasha, of doing these for 11 days, but had so much success. So fear is real. I mean, I understand that. Be a little bit, but know that it's possible, and know that it's doable. And we're here. We have your back. We're partnered up with you. Accountability is important. So if you need some help and support, let us know. But
Yeah,
we're here
there's
for
no
you.
silly question. There's no,
silly question.
you're not bugging anybody, just feel free to be as open, vocal. If you feel like you want to reach out to us just privately, you can do that. We all have each other's texts and stuff, but then also the group support is amazing, and we'll be posting in there daily.
I'll just give you a couple tips on just shakes. The way I make my shake is I love it very, very like a slushy. I like mine really thick. So I use up to 8 to 10 ice cubes in my shake to make it really, really thick. That's the way I like it. Now, if you want it thinner, use less ice cubes. I use up to 10 ounces of water. It says 8, but I use up to 10 because I like them thick, and I like them, tall. And as far as cleanse days go,
I like them thick and tall.
you can, as far as cleanse days go, you may experience on some days, like if you experience a headache or something like that, drink more water, drink more fluids. If you're feeling achy or at all, see if you can get through that, but also make sure that you're putting things in your body. So in those intervals between taking the cleanse every 4 to 3 hours, if you're an early sleeper, it'd be every 3 hours. If you're a late sleeper, like a midnight, like we are, then every 4 hours. And then the water in between, but use those isogenic snacks. I use on the first day 6 to 8 of those. On the very first day, I can use up to 8, and maybe 3 to 4 of the chocolates. And on the second day, I usually dramatically reduce that to like maybe 3 or 4 of the isogenic snacks, and maybe 2 chocolates or even 1 chocolate. So just listen to your body as you go through this, and look at the materials we suggest for you as far as things you can use.
But they are approved, so don't starve you. Like, you're not supposed to feel hungry on this. Like, even on the shake days, look at your snack. You do, on the cleanse day, obviously you do feel a little hungry, but you have the snacks to help you. But on the shake days, the snacks in between and all, I rarely feel hungry on shake days at all, because there are the snacks in between. So should we open?
Yeah, so we can, open up for questions, comments, concerns. If people who have done this, who've done this before, please offer your expertise as well, Karen and Allison, to this, and Genevieve, if she's available to talk. So please.
Yeah, I had a question. I think I asked this last time, but I can't remember. Those snacks that you eat, I've never bought those, but I'm thinking about trying them this time. Do they actually, I know it's nutrition, like a nutritional snack, but is there protein or stuff to make you not hungry? Is that?
Yeah, think of it as a mini meal, actually. The snack wafer is actually like a mini meal. It has some carbs, protein, fats in it.
Okay.
I think the snack portion between like breakfast and dinner is right around 100 calories or something like that. But those little snack wafers are substantive, and that's why I suggest people use them. Yeah, Allison's holding them up. Those are the ones that you should use, and you can use those even on shake days as well. I mean, that's something not just regulated for cleanse days, but it can be used on shake days as well. But it's a mini meal, and that's why it's called a snack, because it is a mini meal. But it does have carbs, fats, and some protein in it to help curb your appetite.
It's like sucking on a fat sweet
But that's
tart.
what you do. You let it dissolve in your mouth. You don't like chew it. You let it dissolve in your mouth. And it gives for me, it gives me about 25, 30 minutes of, in between. And then when I do the water thing. And so, yeah, that's a great question. Thanks. Any other things you want to add though, that your experience, cleanse days or?
No, I'm just so glad you're doing this again, because it really, I was thinking as you were talking, and don't take this wrong, it's like you're the good gnat. The gnat you want to go away, but you're good for us, so you really need to hang around. Bugging us about it, but it's a good thing. It's like I need that push because I'm not disciplined, and that's definitely one of my biggest challenges. So,
well, we're going ahead doing it probably every 3 weeks or so. We'll have more.
Yeah,
More
at least once a month.
Yeah.
the shake, I pretty much eat 2 shakes in a meal a day already. Like that's almost my routine. I'm just when it's hot, especially, I'm not into cooking, and so, and I love the shakes. So,
Awesome.
Yeah,
it's lifestyle. It's total lifestyle. And a shake, I mean, for her, replacing 2 meals a day on shakes, that's only about $6 for 2 densely nutritious meals full of all the vitamins, minerals, fats, carbs, proteins, and all the small stuff your body needs. So it's amazing. It really is.
and Marion's gonna do the cleanse days with me. Definitely gonna do the shake days, and
Awesome.
that's my 18-year-old daughter. So.
That's awesome. Is she still doing construction?
Yeah, she's been working in her dad's machine shop.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good for her. Good
Great.
For her. Great.
All you new guys, Stephen, SJ, Jamie, anything you want to ask,
Allison, if you
add,
wanna add,
or
go ahead.
yes,
SJ.
Jamie?
Or Jamie. You gotta unmute.
You got to
Let's
unmute.
help him.
No, you have to ask to unmute, so you can't.
Oh. You can't unmute.
There. Not yet. Hold on,
Why does it say ask to unmute?
because you
What
have
does
to
that mean?
ask him.
I did it.
There you
You
go.
got it.
Okay, listen. When I do the cleanse day, when it's time to go to sleep, it's hard for me to go really asleep because my stomach is so empty, and I kind of toss and turn, and it's just kind of like it's really tough to get a good sleep on an empty stomach.
I'd say that's a great question. I think there's, just to give you a little cheat, if you want to have something like that snack before you go to bed, or a couple of those snacks, wafers before you go to bed, on the minimalist side, or along with a chocolate. Now on the maximum side, if you want to have a couple slices of apple before you go to bed at night, that's great. If you want to have a little, even I'll say this, if you want to have a small little thing of yogurt or something, that's fine. Listen to your body. SJ said no. But listen to your body in terms, I don't want this, as Tasha said, and I'm going to hopefully have someone on here when we conclude, when we said somebody lost 18 pounds, it's actually more than that. On the 11th day, they lost 18 pounds, but he's a doctor of chiropractic, and he's actually getting down. By the time we finish, he should be down to less than 10% body fat, because he's also a professional bodybuilder, or a competitive bodybuilder. And he's going to tell you some of his secrets of what he's done, because he's done multiple 11 days to get here, along with other things that he's done in his diet to get there.
Well, we lost him also.
But we'll see if he can be on us before, when we
Jamie,
reconvene
have you ever tried our isogenic sleep spray? The sleep spray? We love it. We use it.
Natural melatonin.
It's
It's really,
natural,
really good.
and it's a lot of firefighters, first responders use it, because it's meant to
like 3 squirts, and it really helps me sleep through the night.
it's meant to like put you to sleep soundly and then wake you up refreshed.
High quality sleep.
You know?
But if you have problems with any fast days, definitely text us, communicate what you're going through. We can help and try to support that, but also listen to your body. So if your body will tell you. As a coach, I'm going to tell you to be as, that straddle that line, be as tough on yourself in terms of being strict as possible, but don't do it to the point of detriment of health, or don't do it to the detriment of you're just going to,
Not
you know,
feeling good.
yeah, you're just going to, you know, you're not going to be the person you should
Just
be.
full disclosure also, Jamie, is it like you need something in your tummy to sleep? Or is it just, because for me, honestly, you know, in the evening, I like a glass of wine or a vodka or something. So when I'm cleansing or when we're going through this and I'm not drinking, it's hard for me to get to sleep. So like the sleep spray. But, you know, someone also said to me, just, you know, have a shot of vodka. Just do that. And I was like,
I didn't
wow,
say that.
twist
Wasn't
my
me.
arm.
Wasn't
No,
me.
it wasn't him.
Wasn't me.
But but yeah, so there's things that you do to assimilate almost to.
But also as the body goes through some of this withdrawals, as I call it, because it is kind of, you're kind of going through something, especially if you've done some things that you normally do. If you're a terrible eater, it's harder to go through an 11-day process. If you're kind of a moderate to healthy eater, it's not as hard a process. But yeah, your body's going to go through some changes as you change some things of, you know, stopping the alcohol for 11 days, maybe other habits that you have, you want to stop for like the 11-day period. So know that those things may happen. Headache may happen, irritability may happen, but just try to stay hydrated with water as much as possible. You know, try to stay as steadfast to it. If you have to chew on something, get like some raw veggies is always a good go-to. Green raw veggies, or even slightly steamed raw veggies is always something that you can go to, some broccoli or something like that. So, but Allison, I think you were going to say something.
Yeah. So one thing that's helped me is, I don't know if you have the soup that they have, the
The broth, the bone broth.
Yeah, thanks, Tasha.
So that's a great one to have.
I've done that
you
at
know.
night.
You can have that cleanse day or shake day.
And if you don't have the bone broth of Isogenics, maybe make yourself your own broth.
But they do, because SJ and Jamie.
But if you have that, yeah, that's a great thing to
stocked.
have at night. The bone broth is great to have at night before bed. Go, Allison, you're right.
And also a glass of water. So, because it doesn't bother me and I don't usually get up in the middle of the night, but just a big glass of water right before you go to bed. That's helped me as well.
Yeah.
That's a good suggestion.
Good tip.
Good tips.
And that also cleanses out your kidneys too. So in the morning, I mean, that's the very first thing that hits my tummy in the morning as well. Some lemon water before coffee, before anything. Water.
And people ask too, that's a great
point. 2
point.
glasses right there.
You brought up coffee and tea. You can have coffee and tea on this as well. So if you want to have a cup of
Stephen was
coffee,
very worried about
if you want to have a cup of coffee, but here's what happens though, is you're listening to your body too, because as you go through this process, I like coffee just because I like the taste of it, and Isogenics has a really, really healthy blend of it. So I use the Isogenics coffee, but I'm more about the taste, the smell, the experience of it. I don't need it. So, and you know, we could tell you stories about what's happened with that, but you may find yourself not needing it. So listen to your body on that.
The coffee, so with the coffee, like, is that black coffee is okay? Like 1
Black
cup?
coffee. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's usually how I drink it anyway.
Perfect.
Black coffee, stay away from sugars, obviously, dairy products. If you use a milk, if you want to, you know, and I always suggest to people, obviously all the shakes are meant, especially for the 11-day on water. But if you just can't stand all water, use 2 ounces or balance it out 3 ounces and 3 ounces of maybe an almond milk or a, you know, and maybe if weight loss isn't as important to you as you know, going really, really down, and you really want to add just that little flavor, feel free to do something like that too, if you have to. But they're meant for water only.
Yeah.
But if you're going to use a milk product, use almond milk. Something. Yes,
I put
that's
coffee in my chocolate mint ones.
Oh,
Like
good.
I'll put just a half a cup of coffee and half a cup of water.
Very good. Yeah, that works.
You can do that too. You can do that too.
That's really good.
Definitely, Tasha does that sometimes.
SJ, what?
I got it from Tasha.
I have a question. Like, when we first started doing it, I was doing 2 shakes a day, and then I found over the course of time that I really missed chewing stuff. So now I do a shake for breakfast, and I have a bar at lunchtime. But I should probably just stick with the 2 shakes rather than do a shake and a bar, right, for this 11-day.
Yeah, SJ, I'll give you guys my formula. When I first started with Isogenics, what I did was I had a shake in the morning. I had bars, so I split the bar in half. I would have half the bar between as my snack. I'd have a big, kind of salad with chicken and as my main meal, along with veggies. Then I'd have the other half of the bar, and then I have my shake for dinner. That's kind of how I rolled with it, and it worked really well with me. My first go around, I lost 20. That was in a month, so maybe 11 in like half the month, and then another 13
20
in the
pounds
second
in the
month.
month,
So it's
and
20 and 23, but those were 30-day. So if I cut that in half, so yeah, it's great. But this, going through it the first time as strictly as possible is great. For those of you who have done it before, obviously you know what your body does. Be as strict as possible, but do what your body knows. And Tasha's going to show you.
So SJ, I'm like you. I need to chew. I mean, I'll drink the shakes.
She
They're
told me
good
this,
and everything, but I need to chew. I need something to eat. So Rick just ordered me this mini waffle maker with a little heart-shaped waffle in it. And I looked up Isogenics, and they have ways you can make the shakes into waffle batter. And I'm going to have my shakes in the waffle maker.
Oh, wow. I have one of those.
Yeah, so I'll get some recipes and I'll send them to you, and we'll chew together.
You want to be creative.
I make them too. I have a small one.
Okay, great. We'll share recipes
it's meant as a
on the
lifestyle.
WhatsApp.
I want to always ingest Isogenics in my life, and what you're going to find is if this really works for you, this is something you may want to do at least once a month. Isogenics suggests at least doing at least a nutritional cleanse at least once a month. I like doing the whole 9-day once a month or once every other month. So as you do this, you can start seeing how your body is, because the bottom line is what you want to do. And some people said they've maintained their weight. I think it's partly because we've turned that thermostat on, so it's actually working now. So it knows when to continuously burn fat. It knows to go to fat as opposed to muscle. It's learning that you're putting enough nutrition in it so that it knows where to go to take that extra away from. Because I haven't really gained either, through these processes, and I know that's part of what most people don't have is that thermogenic process, because we eat so much processed foods, or we just don't eat well, or we skip breakfast, and your body's all over the place. This helps to kind of, as we say, reset it so that it starts working more efficiently and effectively.
Right. So
And I
there's,
had,
yep, go ahead.
had another, Jamie and I are thinking about signing up for the IsoBody Challenge, like right now before we start, so that we'll get our 200
Absolutely.
at the end.
That's great.
So listen, that's a no-brainer because it's there. It's free. It's free for everyone with an account. If anybody wants to just sign up for it, it's absolutely included in your account, and you get like free products and stuff, and it's just a great way to be a part of another community,
right?
And be supported, and they have all this stuff too, recipes and this. I mean, it's just super fun. And
we have somebody who we'll try to bring on. We haven't brought them on yet, but we know 2 people, and Karen might have seen them. Myron, when we did our open mic virtual night.
Yeah.
Myron sang, and we have 2 people who are really close friends of ours who actually lost over 100 pounds each by doing the IsoBody Challenge, and she actually became a finalist and won $3,000 because of her transformation.
Yeah.
So there's money involved. There's there's trips involved.
Of course, not during COVID.
There's community. There's a bigger, broader community that's available to you. So yeah, it's great. I love it. I've tried it once, but I didn't follow. I've tried it actually twice. I just didn't follow through because it's a 16-week process.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I think work or something, I just couldn't complete them both.
But we recommend it so much. You
highly.
Guys, everyone should look it up. It's isobodychallenge.com, and all the information is in there.
Especially if you're competitive or you want to kind of, have a huge transformation in your life and you're committed to it. Absolutely.
You should do it. That'd be great. That's a great thing.
So listen, we've taken up a lot of your time. If you have
any more questions, anything we can.
Yeah. Go ahead, Karen.
was just going to mention to Jamie about the sleep. I don't know if he meditates or does any breathing exercises, but there's an app called Insight Timer. And on there, there's something called Yoga Nidra, Nidra, because I wake up every night around 3.
No,
You just froze on us.
You're
Karen.
frozen.
you're
Karen.
frozen.
all night.
Hold on. There she
There you
is.
go. You're back.
Say that again. You wake up every night. What? You
Sorry.
froze.
Between 3 and 4 a.m. And that, if I put that, the meditations are like 20 minutes. They're not, there's longer ones, but I don't need it. It usually puts me right out, but it's just a mind body awareness. And so that's one thing, the app, or if you don't want to turn on an app at night, breathing, deep breaths in for 5 counts and out, and do it like 10 times. And that helps me sleep.
So I'm an Insight
Great.
Timer person too, and that's always my thing. I kind of feel like I fail every time, because every time I put on a meditation, I fall asleep, and then I wake up and it's over, and I'm like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, we
So
listen to 'em at
that
night, too.
might be a good help, Jamie.
We listen to them at night, actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do. So any other questions?
Or
Any comments? Any things? We are
Concerns?
totally at your fingertips for the next 11
Raisins?
days at least.
Raisins are good.
Raisins.
Yeah, we can eat raisins.
Raisins should be fine. I mean, everything in moderation.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a fruit. I mean, there's sugar content in it.
The only thing with sugar, fruit is it's got a lot of sugar in it, and depending upon where you get your raisins and how they're. But I would say, yeah, if you want to have like a little
Handful?
like a palm full, yeah, but usually like a palm full of like almonds or a palm full of like walnuts, that's a great snack.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to go with raisins and that makes you comfortable, but don't eat the box, or don't eat.
Okay.
It's got a lot of
Gotcha.
sugar.
Yeah.
They've got sugar is.
And
Yeah,
I
he
love,
does a
I mean,
lot of sugar.
those of you guys who like eggs, hard-boiled egg is a great snack, because it's
Okay.
just filling in it.
That's
Yeah,
good.
hard-boiled eggs are great snacks.
Yeah,
And protein.
And
Right.
protein.
right.
But no mayonnaise. Mayonnaise and eggs,
mayonnaise.
no.
No
Nah.
mayonnaise, no alcohol, no
Okay.
sugars, no extra sugars.
Right.
No, cutting all it out.
I gotta
all the
figure it.
fats.
Okay. All right. Because my wife was like, maybe you can make egg salads, an egg salad like salad or something. And I was like, I don't think mayonnaise is.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For lunch,
Now, if you want to make boiled eggs
Okay.
and chop them up and put them in your salad, that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's different. Okay.
With
Yeah.
vinegar, obviously vinegar and
Oil and
Oil
vinegar.
and vinegar is great. The lowest bare bones. Again, it goes back to your goals. If you really want to max this out, be as close and strict as possible. If you're a little bit less and you get a little wiggy about it, you can moderate a little bit. And there's nobody does anything wrong here. There's no wrong.
This is strict to the goal.
There's no wrong.
This is a little wiggy.
But there's no wrong, because what you're doing, I applaud everybody here and all the people who do participate, because you're really actively, attempting to improve your health. And we haven't found anything on the planet, because of our affiliation with this company, with Peter Greenlaw and other experts that we know who have gone through, so much research in this area, that there's not much else out there that offers kind of a systemized approach to your best health. So that's what this 11-day is. It's kind of a really condensed version of what the whole Isogenics experience is supposed to be all about. It really is. And it has a big bang if you stay with it. It's a big bang for 11 days.
Yeah. We're super excited.
We are super excited.
And it's kind of cool. The first one went, and there was a lot of success, and then the second was great, and it's just kind of building up. And now we're on a third one, and then now this one, and then there are people who have been in the last ones, like our friend Beth, who's starting her own 11-day next week with her own group, and so it's just offshooting and doing different things. And we've told people, I have a friend who wants to introduce it to her church ministry. They have a health ministry, and so they're going to have their own 11-day. And it's just a great way to kind of pivot right now, especially during this time of COVID, where, we obviously have been helping people with wealth through wellness, and helping them make money online through using wellness solutions and building communities. But this is a great way to pivot a little bit and help them just feel better right now. you know, because
But
it's a
yeah,
stressful
but it's also
time.
just giving back, because as you think of this, as you go through it, and many of you on this call, you know, needed to go through it personally for yourselves before you actually thought about sharing this. But as you go through it, it's such a gift of health and fulfillment that we're offering. And especially you go through this 11-day, this is a great way to kickstart people if they're serious. And if they really are, you know, going to be serious about their health, this is a great way to get people to work as a community. Because you really don't want to do an 11-day or a 9-day by yourself unless you're extraordinarily focused and strict with yourself. But this, in a group setting, it really helps because the support is there, questions are there, people have gone through what you've gone through, and we can really help one another and cheer each other through the finish line. Because 11 days, really, it's just a short period of time. It's a very short period. It's really 9 days. The first 2 days are prep. So we get serious once we start our 2 cleanse days on Sunday and Monday.
Awesome. So everybody good? Feeling good? Excited? Pumped? Ready to go? Awesome. Okay, so we'll be putting things in. We'll start Friday morning, bright and early, or
Yep.
whenever you want to have your
Whenever you start,
shake.
Friday's the start date.
Yeah.
Friday's start.
And we'll go from there.
Yep.
Sounds good?
And if you have any questions,
Just
please
reach out, please. It's great to see all of you. It's wonderful to see Jamie and SJ. Amazing to see you guys
For those
after
of
a
you who
couple of
didn't join us
years.
on the call, you can watch this recording of the
Yes,
call. too.
Stephen, Allison, Karen, June Bug.
Yes, Genevieve.
All right.
Have a great evening,
Lots
guys.
of love. And
Lots of
everybody
love.
who's going to see this recording, hope you guys get this information and know that same rules apply to everybody. And we're going to have an awesome 11-day.
Absolutely. Hey, take a picture real
Oh,
quick.
wait. Yeah, let me take a
Stay,
picture. Stay right there. Hold on. Okay. Ready? Everybody smile. Cheese.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Great.
Okay.
If you want to do this real quick, if you want to do a before and after pictures, please do measurements, before and afters. Do that before before Friday.
I sent the instructions of measurements in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys got that. But yeah, maybe a before and after would be fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.